So I just saw Deadpool and Wolverine. It was pretty good. It was a lot better than I expected. It was actually a good movie, a fun movie. I'm not a fan of Deadpool. I haven't seen any of his other movies. Don't feel like I'm missing anything. But I am a fan of Wolverine. It was great to see Wolverine back. Hugh Jackman was awesome as Wolverine, as always. Born to play that role. And just great to have him back. Hope he's back in more movies instead of just more Deadpool and Wolverine movies. Although I imagine they'll make one. I mean, it's a good movie. I can see why people are seeing it. Had a lot of great jokes, action, music, things like that were all a lot of fun about it. But there were some bad things about it. The very worst thing, of course, was the fascism. There was a few fascist ideas, and I say that knowing full well that Ryan Reynolds was playing Deadpool. But some of the things he says includes him being a flat earther because he condescends to somebody by calling him a round earther. Says there's all these topics he won't express his opinions on, which is fascist to hide your opinions on those things, just like conservatives will hide their political beliefs on dating sites, I've heard, because they rightfully don't want to be associated with those things. But if you just had good political beliefs, you could just express them because you're woke. And that's the other thing he complained about, the woke mob canceling him because something, a word that somebody misheard and said, well, I don't want to get canceled by the woke mob again. And maybe this stuff is supposed to be tongue in cheek or whatever, but it makes him come across as a flat earther, anti-vax, anti-climate change, just or climate denier, or just all this stuff that's terrible and alt-right lies and evil Nazi Trump Putin beliefs that are threatening to destroy the world. So no way you can support those things. And then underlying it all is the whole multiverse idea, and the idea that there's other universes and stuff like this, which is maybe fine in Marvel comics, overdone, but maybe fine in the comic books, but really shouldn't give any more credit to these concepts when people misconstrue them so well, like the red pill crowd did to the Matrix. We should be careful about giving these people the ideas that you can, destroy this world and just transfer over to another world or something like that, which is the underlying premise behind why multiverse is such a popular idea amongst the Trump-Putineer crowd, who are Space Force in the streets, Flat Earth in the sheets. But even mentions that the multiverse is a played-out concept, that the Wizard of Oz did it best and did it first and did it best. That we should listen to the gays on that, is what he says. I guess there's a lot of homophobia in it. Like he's gay, but not in a proud way. Like in a I don't. I can't get into it, but that really twisted homophobia, closeted, you know, uh, anti-gay stuff that conservatives are. And maybe that's part of his character. Again, I'm not familiar with the Deadpool character. Maybe that's why I've always shied away from it, because I could sense that there was something wrong with it like that. But the multiverse idea is bad in certain ways, and I was upset to see it pop up when I was watching Star Trek Discovery, and also they mentioned that Elon Musk was supposed to be a hero in the future. Um, Bad ideas, and they shouldn't be included, or we should at least talk about them if they are included. So I guess that's one reason I'm glad these ideas were in there, so I can say something about it. But we should all be saying something about it. Now, it's made up for somewhat. They make a lot of references to Deadpool being Marvel Jesus, or he makes a lot of references to himself being Marvel Jesus. And when you consider how triggered the Trump Putineers got over something at the Olympics that they misconstrued and decided to take offense at, um, or however they understood it, they're wrong to be offended by somebody's art and expressions. But if they're that upset about something that the Olympics that produced the Blue Jesus, I guess is what they're calling him, that I've seen the memes about. I haven't seen the performance yet, but if they're that mad about the Blue Jesus, then maybe it's great to have him mention Marvel Jesus so much, and I don't know, just to shake up their world a little bit. But it is too bad to have the hero of the movie, or one of the heroes of the movie, even if everybody's supposed to hate him, saying any type of fascist ideas, unless those are the jokes, like we're making fun of those ideas, and that's what the joke is. So I wish they would tune that out, or uh, be attuned to that problem and address it and do something to make up for it, but more than just having him be Marvel Jesus a bunch. But anyway, but that aside, if you can put that aside, because any fascism is way too much. That aside, it was a good, fun movie to see and watch, but we should be paying attention to and talking about those things. And if you notice any other fascist ideas when you see it, or when you hear about it, let me know in comments. We can talk about this stuff. But maybe that can be the good thing about this, is you can't just present flat Earth and other things like this like they're just neutral or acceptable or, you know, commonplace um, ideas. You have to frame them as the portals to evil that they are, because that's how people get brainwashed from all sorts of different angles into fascism and Trumpism and Nazism. So we got to cut it out and stop it. But anyway, thanks for making what was a fun movie, and I wish it didn't have anything fascist in it, but hopefully people at least talk about it. Just like Barbie had some anti-fascist stuff in it that at least people started to talk about, kind of. But anyway, hopefully we can talk about that more. And thanks for making the movies. Y'all enjoy. See you soon.